Like there?
Yeah. It doesn't look like it moved at all.
Okay. So, let's see. Okay, welcome to City Skylines. I just love the broadcasters when they say that. Like, they have that accent. It really fits, like, the game mode. Anyway, so this is my city, duh. And this is what I built, duh. When I first started, and this is unlimited, soil, unlimited money and everything, so I'm cheating a little bit. But I wanted to be in the creative side, so I went ahead and just everything was empty, of course, duh. That's how it always starts. The highways was, already built in. I was thinking to create these highways into small roads just like these, but of course it didn't happen because I ran out of space. I couldn't build a short road going from here to there because this was a busy highway. So I just went ahead and just went creative and did the best I can. Of course, this was already input into the game because they expect me to build. Um, they expect me to build the city from here and onward. Um, and so what I did was obviously I went ahead and stretched the highway farther. Went to the first intersection with of course the street lights, as you can see. And then I went ahead and joined in into the into one road. Of course, this is a 6 lane, just like the highway as well. 3 and 3, 6. This road went over here to the main city, the main, I would say the main town, I guess, where businesses are. And of course, the bridge coming all the way back to the intersection right here. I know it looks a little messy because of the towers, these these signs, but I went ahead and built this because I felt like it needed some kind of old school highway intersection. Um, if you ever pass it into like an old town around, you see the highways, like there's now a street light upcoming, and like but you barely see those like in old school what you would call it, towns and everything. And so that's what I did. I put in like an old intersection right here. I went ahead and built a high standing bridge because I knew that there was gonna be a lot of factories and in industrial buildings here. So I went ahead and just had the land upward. Roads can go under. A lot of railroads can go under, of course. I went ahead and built the dump industry, then of course the coal industry and some other industries around here, and of course the cargo drop off. And you can see the railroad going right there. This this is this is a railroad that connects to passenger trains. I'll tell you about that later. Anyway, going back to here, um, these roads are one ways. They can either go back over there, or if they miss the turn from
It's
here,
too
they can
bright.
go over there. No, it's not. And so it's a good temperature. Anyway, so I went ahead and did all that. It was empty. Everything was empty. I just had the one road, and I was thinking like, now what should I do? Now I have this road. I'm trying to see how can I make a town that looks old school and everything. I was thinking of Santa Fe because of its wavy roads and its close roads that are around. Uh-oh, there's a fire here. I'm sure the fire truck will come soon. Oh, there it is.
He has a
Two of them.
keen eye. He has a keen eye for stuff like that.
And so, I don't. I know that other broadcasters. I mean, I'm sorry, other players. They want to respect the traffic. They want to respect the layout, and they want to build cool things. But for me, I want to go old school reality maps. Since I am like kind of going into urban planning later on. I'm studying, maps. I'm studying how I can develop areas, and this is what I developed right here. Um, what I first started with was the road, the main road, but I didn't have anything else here, so I went ahead with creative, and I just built the one road, and of course the train station to be put there. In fact, I put the train station first, and then I put the road. Um,
What made you put the train station? Because it makes a lot of noise and they get sick of noise.
I just put it there.
So
I just randomly put it there. I went ahead and respected the area though. These areas are not housing. Of course, this is housing, but of course the trees will stop the noise from going. In fact, if I could show you real quick that if we look at the noise, the trees are stopping just a little bit. They're not really impacted by much noise because the trees have stopped.
compared to the other areas? Oh yeah, I
This
see it.
area is red because these are shopping districts. But of course, it's not affecting so much of the houses because you can see that the trees have stopped the noise, and that's what always helps. I always put the roads with trees on it because it also stops noise from expanding, from traveling. And so, well, here goes the train right here. Um, from this train station, I went ahead and just went creative and put all the rows around. The first houses that I actually put, and I honestly um, I wanna stress this enough. The first houses I put was actually these. I put these four square houses here, like in four four spaces, because I want to see what they will do. I want to see how the traffic will flow, and it went perfect for a little bit. The way they were stopping, the way they were, um, heading to their house, it was brilliant. And of course, I expanded way more. Right here, when I noticed that this road was, connected to this road, there was a lot of traffic going through here because they're going from there to here and then to here. I wanted to stop that, so I went ahead and delete that, make this road into one road going this way to stop the traffic. And you can see that it's really slow now. Of course these cars are going by, but it's now slow. It's respecting the area. It's respecting the nighttime. In fact, I put a policy saying that these stores will be like closed for the night because they want to prevent noise pollution in the area during nighttime.
Makes sense.
Right here is very creative. I actually had a road going from here straight on to over here and connecting to this highway, and also this one too, from this way all the way to the highway, and another road like this one. So I built this little town right here because I wanted to show that there was also a little town going connecting to the main city here. I didn't like the way the roads looked like before. It was just so random. It was so like a noob, like just plain old straight road. So I went ahead and put creative. Um, I connect because also, and I want to say this. I'm also trying to show historic roads, meaning that this road used to be connected to this bridge, probably like I don't know, I'm gonna say year like 1950, and this was not a highway. Of course, it was a highway, but it was a small highway with like 4 lanes on a side, and this road was connected to that bridge, and they travel elsewhere. And so this main road used to be the main road. Stores were right there. This road was right here leading up to the train station because that was the main road, and it wanted to lead to where people go often. And so you see the history in this road. You see the main roads. You see the main the way it was built, the way it was laid out to respect the area, to respect the traffic flow, and so on. Um, and of course the schoolhouses were put in purposely, like this one. Actually, this is a library. It was put on purposely because it will be seen from the main highway. This school was put in because it will be seen from the main road as well, and so on and so forth. And so going back to 1950 or whatever, the main road goes to the next town over, going over here. And of course, this used to be a small little road back then. And I'm talking about the 50s, not like I played it and I built the little road. No, this was like I'm talking about 1950s. That this road used to be little. This was the same size, leading into the town. This was the main square, and this was the main. Actually, right here, I liked it how I put this because, in fact, there's one little flaw right here. I'll leave it like that. In fact, right here, I put it as a way where I don't know how to explain it, but the way it's laid out, it looks like there used to be old buildings there. Like here's one little property. There used to be a building. Another property used to be a building right here. So far, so on and so forth. So I like how I put this way, meaning that how development go on with new modern developments here in San Antonio. I'm sorry, that's where I live, and so I felt like there used to be buildings here, and they were knocked down and they put into a park. This one is different. This is actually a park. There was no buildings here, no houses or anything. This is the high school, so I like how it was connected to the park as well. This is a university right here. And so yeah, that's just pretty much it. And of course, the pedestrian road was built where the old buildings were.
I like how it goes up and over the highway.
Reason why? Because there was only a crosswalk over here and a crosswalk over here, and I knew it was gonna be so far where people wanted to.
I like how you put the park there too. The park.
So the park, it was never built in 1950. Like I said, there was buildings here in 1950, and when they noticed that these buildings were not being used, they tore it down, and they put a park right there, respectable to the property lines that were used to be there, and then they made it a park. Sun is coming up. What else to say?
Last time you put a beach. What about this one?
Well,
I see how it goes down under the bridge.
A beach is a little too hard to build here because there's a river here. When I was building the roads and there was no houses yet, I went ahead and felt like a pedestrian walkway would be a smart idea to put around. You can see that right here is a little bumpy. I was trying to prevent the houses to be touched to because if I had a house that was this big, it would have ruined the pedestrian walk. I'll fix it later. Anyway, yeah, I went ahead and put the walkway down. I purposely lowered the thing down because that's the way you have to do it in City of Skylines. and the sidewalk goes all the way back over here. This is a, I would say from another YouTuber, he actually said this. This is a pedestrian highway from point A to point B. I don't have anything to put around here yet for people to use the walkway because right now nobody's using the walkway, so it's kind of useless. Oh, actually, you can see some people here, but it's because earlier I had put in houses here, and I guess they're using the walkway from there. But before then, nobody was using it. Nobody wanted to walk in here because there was no reason. But until I built something over here, like I did right now, because I didn't have this here or this here. I just recently put that there. Um, they have a good reason to use the pedestrian bridge. But if I put more, stores here or more houses, oh yeah, they'll be using the bridge from there. And also I felt like it was gonna be a good view to the river, obviously. And then last thing I want to talk about is the transportation. Geez, there's a lot of people here.
They're
So
waiting for the train.
the pedestrian train this is not my train. This is like an outside city train. The pedestrian the train starts from here, goes over here to the other station, and then of course goes to the old town right here. Um, you can see that there's a lot of people using it now, so I'm kind of glad for that. In the future, I'm actually having the train to. This is a one-way rail, as you can see. In the future, I'm having this new stop to be right over here. In fact, I might be putting another one over there then. But
That's a good place to implement buses.
in fact, right now there's empty. I don't know what to do in this area. I felt that this was gonna be the industrial area, but obviously it's too big to do that. I mean, all you need is like a small little plot of land, like right here. So I don't know what to do here. Maybe I might put some high rises over here or something, or like right here. But as of right now, there's no use for this area. So that's it. That's just pretty much it. So this is the history right here. You can see the history. You can see the way it was built, the way it was laid out. The main road from here, connecting to the main road right here, and connecting to the old town right here as well. And so, yep, there you go then. I don't have any in districts. The only district here is the Arcard Hills because it's the farming industry. But as of right now, I don't have any name for this town. I would call it I don't know. What would you call it?
Tuscan.
Tuscan Hills or something. I don't know. Tuscan Valley or whatever. And then this little town would be probably called with like an old name or like Castroville or something. Something with a ville because it looks like a ville rather than like some other name.
A hill.
Ville, like a ville, like a.
Ville than a hill.
And so yeah, you can see the history right here. You would expect like old-timey cars, not old-timey cars, but like 70s cars going through here, and then the years that passed by, they had to expand this road because so much traffic and right now it looks heavy, but yeah, it's the way I make my maps is is um is different than any other player because I use history rather than just like modern
History.
streets or modern maps. I put history into it.
History.
I actually love this building. It looks so nice. Like it's like like a like a 1900s building because it looks like it's brick. Yeah,
History.
I would say this be like the main square.
I like the church. It reminds me of Hitman. Is it a Catholic church?
Well, that's pretty much it. And
Cool.
that's my this is my town right here. Again, I don't have no name for it yet, but this is what it looks like. Here's another park that that's the road up there where I deleted and I expanded the park around. The road up there, I'm planning to put some offices right there.
Tell them about who you want to be when you grow up.
I already said it. City planner.
You said it? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I did.
Some aspirations.
I never seen this building before. Where is it? Here it is. That looks cool. So let's check out the education because I was more well me finishing this area. I was focusing on the education and how I was treating the people and everything. And it used to be 44. No, yeah, it used to be 49% uneducated. Now it's 22. The educated was like I don't know, like 20% or something like that. Now it's 37%, and the well-educated is rising up as well. So the percentage for uneducated is getting smaller, and I like that because more people are going to school, more people are going to college, the university. I mean, graduating from high school and getting some good jobs. Oh no, oh boy. Wait, that don't make sense. How are they not getting any trash pickup if they're just if there's a trash pickup right here? Well, anyway, I have to put obviously I need to put a healthcare area because they're gonna get sick or something. Well, nobody lives here. Nobody lives in this area, so it should be okay. Let's put it right here. Actually, that's a bad area because there's no electricity around here. I'll just put it right here then. And then of course the cops.
The police.
And then a fire station, just in case if there's any fires. Okay, do your thing.
Do your thing. Do you think they can hear you?
Probably. I don't know.
You should put the earphones on.
Why? So I can hear myself?
Yeah. See if you're talking loud enough.
Probably not.
That's some booty action.
Yeah, they can hear me. They can even hear the laptop when it just said that. Booty action, whatever. So yeah, they can hear it perfectly fine. But yeah, that was it. I don't want to show so much because it's not completed yet, but in the near future, everything is gonna be all filled with small towns and everything.
Filled with glee and gladness.
And of course, soon I'll have this pedestrian bridge crossing the mighty river.
The mighty river, the SS River.
But yep, that's it.
I'm gonna look up. Now a different game.
It hasn't even ended yet, and you're already saying that?
What ended? How long are you gonna do this?
I have 4 more minutes. The one thing I don't like about this game
I'm his
because
cousin.
the way that it's put into first person.
I'm his cousin. Ikeo13 on Twitch. You can find me. I broadcast every 3 months.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, why I never seen it?
Because it doesn't save my recordings for some reason. It used to. I played Resident Evil 6.
Ah, yeah, probably.
Careless drive. Oh, I like that car.
Shoot, now I'm drunk. I really try hard for this forest to be
As real as possible.
as deep as possible.
As deep thought as possible.
Like there was like deep forest where if you're walking in this area,
In Cannburg.
you're gonna
In Cannburg.
it's like Breckenridge Park, that kind of forest
Breckenridge.
in the north side.
I don't know it well.
Anyway, here goes. So here's a little grandma right here.
That's a grandma. It doesn't a lady.
There's my twin, but I don't care.
That's your twin. Some hot dogs.
So it's not really a deep forest because you can see the road back there.
But I like the forest. It looks beautiful. Well thought out. Majestic. Like a painting. That picture right there, that was perfect.
Stop trying to kiss ass.
But that it does look perfect. Like I wanna live there.
Right.
My hope's to live there one day.
And so I can see that there's a lot of traffic in this pedestrian walk. That means people are really utilizing these walkways, especially in this area because people are walking from this point to this point.
To and fro.
And some people are using this walkway to go somewhere. In fact, I can always check on where they're going for
pedestrians.
for
Green.
pedestrians. If I just click on, so I can see where they are going.
They're not using that road.
They're going from this point, library or whatever. They're taking this part and then they're taking this part. Actually, that's the other way. They're coming from the streets and they're taking this pathway to get to here. That is pretty awesome. I like that. And you can see a lot that people are using this road right here, connecting to these points here. Okay, well, what about this one? Cool. So they're using, they're going mostly to these points, and they came from the bridge. But where they came from? They came from the streets around this neighborhood here. For this one, they're coming from the same area, but they're going on the streets to walk, and they're taking the bridge over here, and they're crossing over here to get to points around here.
Iceberg clearance.
I don't know. See, you can see the traffic, like they're wanting to go over here, and it's usually private vehicles and pedestrians. So the pedestrians are okay, the cyclists, I mean, but the cars, no, that's a no-no. Not for this area. Yep. Well, that was it. That's the city skylines for my town. Thank you. Thank you. Why I have to say so loud? Thank you for joining, or thank you for looking at it. See ya.
And then it saves it.
I don't think it saves it.
Oh, come on. How come you don't play a game that people watch?
Because your face.